Hello. Welcome to the emergency department. They were actually going to send me home. Long story short, the hospital team said they were very, very concerned. The emergency department team was not, so I was very, very close to being sent home, and I'm very, very sick. The other big news is the doctor visited me. And he said, we actually found out what is wrong with you. I have an infection in my bloodstream, or sepsis. That was a bit overwhelming, but it was also very frightening because the emergency department doctor desperately wanted to send me home. He was adamant that I didn't meet any criteria to be admitted, and it was very close, a very close call for me being dismissed from the emergency department. And if I would not have fought to get a consult from the hospital team and fought to stay in the emergency department and fought that I was sick, I would have been sent home, and sent home with sepsis nonetheless. Another thing too is I've been having severe headaches and neck ache, and they are suspicious that the infection has actually gone to my brain, and that's what's causing it. They don't think it's meningitis. They just think the infection has gone to my brain and affecting my central nervous system. That's why I'm having back pain, neck pain, head pain, and it's affecting that. So they're hoping with the right combination of medicine that they can get that resolved. Hello, guess what? I have been discharged. Hallelujah. This hospital stay is finally coming to an end. I was sent home with 2 weeks of IV medicine, and I was told I was supposed to find my own follow-up care. Hello, it's been a week since I've been discharged from the hospital. I was hoping I could really tell you at this point in my recovery that I am feeling well and on the road to better health. But unfortunately, this infection has just been relentless. Even though I'm doing my IV medicine, I am still exhausted. I still have tremendous amounts of headaches. My neck is still very stiff, very sore. I get bouts of confusion. I'm just having a lot of difficulty with dizziness and just generally not feeling well. I'm very concerned because my medication runs out next week. I really think I need to get in to see an infectious disease doctor. I have reached out to a clinic. It has been a very long week trying to get referred on to this medical institute. When my doctor sent over the referral, it went to a satellite clinic. The receptionist was kind enough. She actually called the doctor and had the doctor review everything. And the doctor said, I'm sorry, you have a PICC line. I can't see you because we did not put in the PICC line. You become very complicated. Finally, they accepted the referral at the downtown clinic, and they agreed, oh yes, someone will review this, they'll review your medical records. So today I called, and finally, it's been over a week. Finally, they looked at the referral, they looked at my medical records, and then the receptionist said, oh, the doctor has some questions. What is your diagnosis? I was a little confused by that question because it's on my medical records. I sent in my hospital discharge papers. Also on my referral, it says my diagnosis. So I was kind of a little confused. I thought, well, didn't the doctor look at this? But I tried to just be really nice and give her my diagnosis again. And so she said, okay, well, we'll call you in a little while. And I have yet to hear back from them. Finally, I found an infectious disease doctor that works at a major hospital, but he's also has an independent clinic. So I talked with that clinic. I could not get in to see the doctor. He's booked, but I could see the nurse practitioner. Hello, I am back from my appointment. It went really, really well. Anyways, I saw the nurse practitioner. I had written up some notes for them to have notes of everything that had happened. She took those notes. She actually called the doctor and got recommendations from him. He decided I need about a week's more of medicine, and then he'll reevaluate. I am all finished with my telemedicine appointment, and I'm a little bit disappointed. I did not talk to the same nurse I talked to last week. This was a new nurse, and she was really not understanding my medical case. She was very reluctant to give me any more medicine. The nurse finally agreed to give me some more medicine. She said she would talk to my infusion company to get that sent out. So hopefully there will not be a lapse in the treatment. It'll just continue on from last week. It'll just be an extension of the prescription. Today, I had another telemedicine appointment with the infectious disease clinic. I ended up having the same nurse I had last week. The nurse said, "No, I can't give you any more medicine. You've had enough medicine. In the meantime, I'm going to try to see my primary care provider." I was able to go to my primary care provider today and follow up with her. She decided, well, you're still sick, maybe you're septic. So I'm going to order blood cultures. Unfortunately, the blood cultures cannot be done at the clinic. I have to go to the laboratory to get the blood cultures done. In addition to all this, the medical provider said, oh, because you're still sick, why don't you just go to the emergency department? They can treat you. Hello, I am done from a very long day in the emergency department. Eventually, the doctor was able to see me, and he was really upset. He's like, "Why are you here?" I said, "I was here. I had sepsis. They treated me for the sepsis. My medicine ran out. I need more medicine. I was trying to see somebody for infectious disease. It didn't really work out, and now I'm out of medicine. I'm still quite sick, and I need more medicine. Um, is it possible to get more medicine?" And he goes, "You came here to get a prescription refill?" I said, "Well, yeah, I guess that's what I came here for." He's like, "Why can't your primary care provider do that?" So anyways, the doctor ordered for some blood work to be done. My white blood cell count is not elevated, which I knew that. So they just kind of checked in with me at the end and just said, "Hey, your white blood cell count's not elevated. Go back to your primary care. Have her write you the prescription. If she doesn't want to do that, have her refer you on to infectious disease." Today, I went to follow up with my primary care provider from my emergency department visit. The medical assistant then wanted to get medical records from the hospital. I was then able to log into my account on a mobile device, and then my patient portal chart was shown to the primary care provider. I guess the primary care provider looked it over. I'm not really sure. Unfortunately, I was never able to talk to the primary care provider. I was just told, well, come back next week, and if you're sick, go to the emergency department. So I'm gonna think about it tonight. I'm gonna pray about it. I'm just gonna try to figure out what to do because I'm really lost at the moment. I don't feel like I can wait till next week to get treatment because I feel as though the infection is going to be too advanced and I'm just going to be so much farther behind. And I just don't want any complications from this all. So that's a bit of an update. Bye for now. Recently, I released a video about my frustration about trying to get medical care for an infection I have in my brain. Thankfully, somebody on YouTube contacted me and told me about a fantastic infectious disease clinic. Thankfully, the person actually worked at the infectious disease clinic. The person took my information, gave it to the infectious disease clinic, and the infectious disease clinic has graciously accepted me as a patient. So I just got that news today. So we are going to get packed up here. It is a very, very long drive to the infectious disease clinic. We are going to leave tomorrow, and my appointment's the next day. So I've been kind of frantic here. After getting the information, I've just been packing, trying to figure out hotel. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Driving directions. Where do we need to go? What time do I need to be there at my appointment? Registration, insurance. Insurance. That's been a little tricky. Even though you're like, hey, this clinic's going to take me as a patient, insurance says, let me review that. So we have things submitted to the insurance. I need to get in contact more with the insurance. It's still on a preliminary basis. They need more information about why I'm going, who I'm going to be seeing. just fun stuff. It's my insurance is usually very good about covering doctors and covering clinics. I don't know if I've ever had any clinic denied. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have. I think they've approved everything, but it's just that legwork of trying to submit everything and making sure it's okay on their end and that they know I'm going and not just surprise. Who is this clinic and why did you see them and denied? I got to get everything submitted ahead of time before I arrive at the clinic. So that's just one more thing I need to do and get that sorted and just get everything packed up here. Lots of fun. But thank you so much. I wasn't allowed to say who gave me this lead on this infectious disease clinic, but I like to personally thank you because thank you so much. You know who you are, anonymous. Anyways, I hope and pray it goes really, really well. And yeah, it's a bit of an update, and hopefully we'll see you maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. We have to leave early and it's a long drive. So if I'm able to update, yes, good. If not, I'm sorry. We'll see you when I can. Bye. This morning, I got up early as I needed to call my insurance company about today's visit to the doctor. I was notified yesterday my visit to the doctor was not going to be reimbursed. I tried getting things resolved yesterday, but I was told I had to call back today. I called this morning. I told the representative the issue I was having. She took down the necessary information. She gave me a confirmation number and told me I needed to get a form signed by my doctor and return it back to her company. Then I should be able to be reimbursed for today's doctor's visit. I thanked the woman and hung up the phone. I am profusely praising God for this quick turnaround in events. I hope and pray the doctor's visit is reimbursed. I hope and pray this is the last obstacle regarding this doctor's appointment. We are getting packed up. We are going to check out of the hotel and head to my doctor's appointment. See you later. Bye-bye. Hello, I am back from my appointment and I am so happy to report it went really, really well. The doctor looked at everything that I've gone through and he agreed I have an infection that desperately needs to be treated. He prescribed a medicine to treat the infection. Now I just need to go off to the pharmacy to pick that up and then I will hopefully be on the path to better health. The doctor told me I can call via telephone to follow up with him. There's no need for me to come back into the clinic. And if I need more medicine, if I'm not feeling well, he will happily prescribe me more medicine. Oh, I can't tell you how happy I am at this moment. I've just been through so much. And the idea that I might soon be on the path to better health, oh, it fills me with such great joy and delight. So that's a bit of an update. Bye for now. It's been a couple days since I started the medicine, and I am so happy to report I am finally feeling better. Oh, what a miracle, what a blessing. I am so thankful and grateful for this medical provider for agreeing to take on my medical case. Oh, to receive medical treatment and not to have this burden on me that I can't get treatment is such a relief. Going forward, I was supposed to have a follow-up with my infectious disease nurse. Unfortunately, that appointment never happened. She said she was going to make the appointment, but it's not in the system. Furthermore, I don't even know what her name is because when I call, it's an answering service, and that's how I have to make an appointment. And I don't even know what the nurse's name was. I don't recall what her name is. So it's really difficult to make an appointment to see her. But at the same token, I don't think there's a reason to follow up with her because she said she wasn't going to give me any medicine unless my white blood cell count was elevated. At this moment, the blood work says my white blood cell count is not elevated, so no reason to follow up with her. As for my primary care provider, I'm not sure if I'm going to follow up with her. I don't think there's any reason for me to follow up with her at the moment because I'm now getting medical treatment for this infection. So I'm not sure going forward if I will continue to see this medical provider or shop around and get a new medical provider. I'm not very happy with how she handled everything. I felt very left out in the cold, that she wasn't willing to either treat me or refer me on to somebody else. And I thought, this is not going to work going forward. I need somebody who's going to be willing to work with me, who's willing to advocate for me. And I don't feel as though this medical provider was that for me. So it looks like I'm in the market to get a new primary care provider. With that all said, I'm hoping and praying this infection goes away and goes away quickly. I'm supposed to be on this medicine for 2 months, and then I'm going to be reevaluated and see if I need any more medicine. So it's going to be a very long time until I'm completely cleared of this infection. But in the meantime, I'm so thankful and grateful to be on the path to better health. So thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to like and subscribe down below. Please also remember to comment and share. It really helps my YouTube channel. I hope you have a great day and a wonderful week. Bye-bye.